I'll read 2 or 3 more poems, depending on how long it takes. This is another poem from my first book. I read this poem recently for an audience of people who were about 16 years old, and I realized it had absolutely no resonance for them, and it was funny. But I'm sure, I don't know. Tell me later. On the occasion of our argument, during a VH1 Best Power Ballads countdown. Even in this late hour of realism, splayed out on our cold premarital bed, I can read beneath the eyeliner and the whammy bars everything I've learned to love in men, which is sloppy indifference and a vague threat of violence. You play the bass line for smoke on the water and the air while staring into the full-length mirror before turning to say, these guys could really play their instruments with more conviction than you've said anything in months. You study the bassist of Deep Purple and say, Slash is derivative. All of these adolescent texts claim we're on the highway to hell. So why not sit back longing for simple times when a woman could appear in a video without the threat of a storyline? If this were 1987, I'd use aerosol hairspray shamelessly, and you would not count calories. Maybe what we need more than anything is to be fucked to sleep in a California king, or slapped across the face and audited and cleared of our pain, which is a needle of a busted e-meter or an amplifier left out in the snow. So, if all of our synthetic pastimes and paid-for transgressions amount to more than broker's fees and rug burn, then I'm sure a woman covered in creamy car wash suds will meet us on the hood of a red Corvette at the end of the countdown. And I promise, my love, that her pussy will be shaved. So a few months ago, I married a Mexican citizen, and we're doing the immigration application. I'm in Texas, I don't need to explain it in too much depth, but it's terrible. It's absolutely terrible and dehumanizing and strange. So this is an erasure of the multitude of forms that you have to fill out for a marriage-based immigration application. The alien spouses application. In conclusion, I petition. I am minor. I am physically present. I, being a refugee, military junta, polygamist, continuously, derivatively use black ink. I, being a communist, maternal uncle, war criminal, am applying for an adjustment of status because I have witnessed any of the above. I, being a physically present alien, petition. I am neither native nor citizen. Additional space is needed. So this is the last poem I'll be reading. It's called There Are Lots of Guns Here. And we cannot trust the refrigerator. When I return from the doctor with no diagnosis, you're standing in your underwear, waving a bag of rotting vegetables like a monstrum. We cannot trust the radishes, the color of a sad radish's heart the minute it's pulled from the ground. And the rain has a voice like a president who cannot believe something he has just said about security or debt. We cannot trust the veteran on the first floor who stalks the parking lot barefoot in the rain, then backs his truck into 6 different spots. We cannot trust that he hates you for being an immigrant, or that he has a gun, but maybe one day soon we'll dial 911, and I do not think I could write the transformative elegy, the one that turns from grief to consolation and memory, to an affirmation of immortality. Forgive me. There are so many situations to diffuse that one wonders why buy fresh produce in the first place. Let's bury our faces in the parsley. Let's seal up the day like a body bag.